North of here, a great tamarisk tree grows from the riverbank. In its trunk, we will find the head of Osiris.
Chiron, soldiers approach!
And here's the twist of this particular mission.
We're following the One-Eye. We've tracked him all the way from Midgard.
The One-Eye? Gargarensis? The Cyclops?
Aye, he has united the giants up north. Much of Midgard now lies in ruin. We were sent to follow him in hopes of preventing Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
The end of the world. Have you seen the One-Eye?
He is here. We are fighting against him as well. Will you join us?
We will.
Yes, and this mission is kind of a bit of a teaser. Because this is the first experience we get with the Norse.
Look, a scout. Follow him back to his camp. Perhaps they can help us.
Okay. Desert Nomad Camp, because we actually start without a camp, though. It doesn't help much.
He shall help you fight your way to the tamarisk tree.
Okay.
Mummies threaten our camp. Seek out and destroy these tombs in the desert, and the attacks will stop.
In which?
Inage erect. Gerek.
Mummies, eh? Well, I can do that. I don't actually remember this mission that well, though, so... Gargi knows where we are now. Wonderful.
In which?
But first things first, we need a military academy.
In which?
Pharaoh? Good.
In which?
Can't build
Into.
an archery range, apparently. But I can move these things' faces. And continue on with a bit of that. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna restart this from my save as it happens.
Look, scout. Follow him back to his camp.
I want
Perhaps
to
they can help us.
actually build up a little bit before we head out.
Noble one.
That may have been a bit of a
We
mistake.
shall help you fight your way to the tamarisk tree.
Okay, you guys
Mummies
first
threaten our camp.
build
Seek
a
out and
military
destroy these tombs in the
academy.
desert, and the attacks will stop.
Into you. Into you.
We have a military academy going on,
Rig?
and one of you go work on food via the goat. Wait, what the hell? Apparently the armory is free. Well, not complaining about free. Certainly not.
Enito. UIR. And with Enito. Greek. In which.
But I'm going to start throwing down some farms. We have a more steady food supply. I think. Pharaoh, you can work on my academy, thank you.
You need to.
Get me another farm.
Inage erect.
We don't seem to have a lot of wood. That is a problem.
Ayu. Gerek. Irifer.
But
You need to. Die.
get these farms up and running so we can supply ourselves with spearmen and axemen for our army. That's my current requirement, spearmen and axemen. Yeah, also sphinxes, so I need some villagers to build monuments. And we need 720 food to advance to the next age. So I should probably get more farms.
Gerek.
So monument number 1, we can start working on.
In which?
Pharaoh, why don't you go help out with that? Seems like a good idea to me.
Into you.
Prostigma.
Enito. Gerek. Inagirek.
Now, I need a bit more food to do the monument to soldiers. 100.
Gerek. Jirek. Inage erek.
There we are. Build that.
Jirek. Erifir.
And that's gonna start getting us some favor coming in. Quite helpful. Get me at least one slinger, I think.
Inage erek.
That can wait for now, I guess. You build a farm, more food, etc., etc. Excellent. Unfortunately, we don't have much in the way of wood or gold right now, so those are resources that I'll need to fix my lacking in. But I can get a Sphinx in my army just as soon as I have enough favor to support it. Should be pretty soon. Because we have a lot of food coming in thanks to those farms. There. First Sphinx. And get me some more laborers.
Greek. UIR. And which. Are you repair?
Okay.
And which. Are you
Those douchebags want to murder us.
Tayo. In which? Refer.
For now, everyone back to work, please. Everyone back to work.
In which?
These guys right here I'm gathering, if you're wondering about that.
Greek.
They're the group that is going to be in charge of chopping down the tree.
In which?
I want at least 10 before I go for it.
In which direct?
You need to.
So a little bit off that.
Dan we tayo.
Fuck, there's the damn mummies.
Tayo refer.
Going to need a replacement.
Tayo refer.
Yeah.
Tayo.
This is going to be a problem.
Dan which? UIR.
You need to. You refer. You need to.
Okay.
In which direct?
7 of them. Go to number 8. In a moment.
Rig.
Nice. 9. Apparently some mummies are hanging up there.
In which?
One more, and then we will start training some more infantry.
In which?
Finito.
Okay. I'll just basically throw endless infantry at my enemy, I think, is going to be my strategy here.
Enito.
So,
Enito.
we'll also have the Pharaoh join in this, I think. Little expedition.
Dan tayo.
Tilbuin? Yao.
Because those 2 carts are going to be
UIR.
extremely not useful.
Need to. UIR.
I'll just leave them behind. I mean, they're useful
Tayo.
if you're playing this traditionally,
UIR.
but once we hit the north section, I'm going to find out what those are for.
Tayo.
This mission, as I said, is kind of more of just a taster for Norse units than anything, is how I look at it.
In which? Ruiatan.
Dan which? Ayo refer.
And now,
Tayo.
we're just going to have these guys about halfway there, so I can send them back and forth depending on the need. And I will just pour villagers
Enito.
in. Plague of Serpents.
Greek tayo.
Oh shit. That may create problems.
Ayo refer. Tayo. Ayo refer. UIR.
Okay.
UIR. Ayo refer.
Well, we're not really using that particular path, so whatever.
Tayo.
Just kill them already. Now kill that laborer if you would. You lot. Going to have them wait about there. Still half decent. Yeah, fuck. Fuck that. These guys are just gonna stay near the tree. Fuck that, they're staying near the tree. I'm just going to make it my whole goal just to get this thing down as soon as possible. Casualties be damned, essentially. We lost a bunch of laborers. And this tree does not want to go down fast, sadly. So we're going to have to keep at it.
Great.
8 more minimum, and ooh, fancy light show coming from the tree, and it's now looking a little bit split, so I do like that in Age of Mythology that they took the time to put in visual indicators that progress was being made. It's just a nice little touch. Not necessarily one we needed, but I like it. That you can just look at something, be it a building or something you're trying to destroy, and see visually that progress is being made. I just appreciate the little things like that. And this whole tamarisk tree thing, to be honest, I don't understand. I don't actually know Egyptian mythology that well. So, I couldn't tell you if there's anything mythologically significant, if you want to call it that, about Osiris's head and a tree. I don't know if that was actually a thing in Egyptian mythology, or if this game is just invoking rule of cool. Not to say rule of cool isn't a perfectly viable way to do things, because it is. Okay, don't push it with the towers. Just stay near your workers. Everyone get inside. The mummies can tear up shit if they want. I'll let the towers handle it.
Já. Já, ég vil. Samþykkt.
One down.
Finito.
And just recruit nothing but workers now. We're down to the point where it's about 1,000 left on the tree. And it could have been my imagination, and it could just be that I'm not very good at this game, but at a glance early on, it actually looked like the tree was trying to heal itself as we chopped it. Also, just an aside, look at how much wood there's apparently in that tree. I mean, we're not going to use it because when we finish chopping the tree out of existence, the mission will end with our victory, but still. Again, it's the little touch that they actually bothered to put in how much wood you could use from this tree as a thing, rather than just saying, okay, no, it's a plot device. You don't need to know how much wood there is. They actually bothered to put in the amount of wood. And there's our box. Just going straight for the objective. Won us our mission, it seems. Nice. Next scenario, watch that first step.
Ajax, black sails. Those are Kamos's pirates.
Do you think Kamos is here?
He's here. Gagarensis would want Kamos watching over the peace personally.
Then he's gonna have a really bad day.
Oh, I love Ajax. And how he just simplifies everything like that.
Kamos's base is heavily
Nice.
If we capture some of his ships, we could sail in undetected.
Yeah, and we have a small force of champion hoplites to our name. Which should help, hopefully. There's a temple here, some myth units. Some Guardian Nubites. I'm going to leave our army back to do the fighting. Although I accidentally had one champion hoplite join in, but okay.
Λέγε, βούλομαι.
Yeah. Yeah.
Λέγε, εισβολή.
Okay. Now we can bring that thing down. And I'll attack the mining place and the workers next, I think. I'm not sure why we're attacking the workers. Just because they aren't our workers, I guess. And there we go. I can also use their pirate ships to sail away without being detected.
We will build colossi for you. Come back when they are ready.
Oh yeah. That's another cool thing about this place. These guys will actually construct colossi for us if we return after a certain length of time. Though, from what I remember, it actually takes quite a long time for them to actually pull that off. So I'm not sure I'll actually bother coming back. Plus, spoilers for a few minutes from now, probably. Or more like a few seconds, really. After a certain length of time, Kamos will discover you, and you'll no longer be able to use these ships to sail back. Which will make it basically impossible to get those colossi. For now,
Chased us away from our homes. We will help you defeat him.
land our forces. As it says, stay behind the forest. But we have about 11 minutes before Kamos discovers us.
refer? In which?
I'm going to build what I can. For now, a temple and a barracks to start building up our
We
forces.
should build up behind these trees before we attack Kamos's main base.
Yeah. Once we go beyond those trees, camels will discover we exist. And that will be when we have to make our main push against these forces.
NGO.
You need to. EU refer? Rig?
Go and do that, and then
EU refer?
you, my friend, can start our farming operations over on the coast, I think.
You need to.
Okay.
In which?
Get some of those going.
Are you?
Another farm. 4 or 5 farms ought to do us for our food supply, probably. All right. Monument to soldiers next. Then start cutting down some wood back here. We have access to it, so we may as well.
Rig?
Another farm, I think. Another farm. Get a bunch of those. Plus some watchets. And I'm going to need to build a few houses.
You are there?
We'll have to take our guy off of the farm. And to do that,
In which?
You need to. EU refer?
you can go do
You
that.
need to. In which? EU refer?
But now, go and build more houses. Until I can max out my forces here.
In a Jirek.
So for now,
NGO.
we're building a sizable force. Getting a fortress would be nice, but I don't really want to
In
wait
which?
until we have the resources to do that. But I will throw down an armory up there. And then work on some more houses.
Ready for you.
Okay, well, if they got it done, I may as well send one of my transport back to collect the Colossus. I'm not gonna say no, after all. It's a free myth unit. It would be a silly thing to say no to.
In which?
Silly indeed. And we still have a bit of time before Kamos scouts the area and discovers us. So I'd like to get my forces built up as much as possible before then. And that is just what I will do. But it took a couple of minutes to get that first Colossus. So I'll have that transport drop off the Colossus, and I'm gonna send the other transport over. We can switch places, and my second one will be in a position to retrieve a second Colossus, should they get one built in time. We'll see how that goes.
You need to.
And let's get some more houses up.
In which?
I could mine here, but it's not a very big gold mine. Wait a sec. I just thought of something. Theoretically, I could recruit a villager, sail them over here, have them build a storehouse, and then mine that gold mine. Yeah, why didn't I think of that?
You need to.
So, you get a house down there. And yeah. Recruit another laborer. Yeah, you get on there, then get out over on the other island. We're gonna build a storehouse, and we won't be able to get a lot of gold over there with just a single villager, but
Rig.
it'll get me something.
EU repair.
That's all that matters at the moment, really. That I can get something. And I am going to start mining over here, too.
You need to. Rig.
As we finish with that. Build that there.
Into UER.
You build a mining camp here. So we can start exploiting that. Oh yes. Wait, there's another one over there. Oh man. Get me another 5 villagers. I'd like to get them over to that other island.
Push forward or go back to find more.
You need to. Act.
Yeah. We still got a couple of minutes.
Gary. In which?
EU repair.
Into you.
Rig. Tayo.
Image erect UER.